Hi, my name is Zohra Siddiqui. I live here in Houston, Texas, and I'm a practicing nurse. I'm an artist. I do microblading. I'm a celebrity makeup artist, among a lot of other things that I like to do and share my passion with the world. So I would say that I'm an advocate for fashion and for beauty. I like to promote, fashion. I like to practice the utmost fashion, but do it in the boundaries of my hijab. I have never dismissed an outfit or a designer or anything because it's not hijab friendly. It's a little bit more work to make my outfits more hijab friendly, but it's worth it because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna look good. So along the way, as being a henna artist, I was given the opportunity to actually become a makeup artist, go behind the scenes at a fashion show and do makeovers for the models, for the hosts and the organizers. And that was my first step into the fashion industry as a makeup artist. And the way the people received me was just so overwhelming. The models were just, gaga over my work, the hosts and the organizers, the media personnel. And then that kind of took me to more opportunities in the fashion world, into the makeup world, into the beauty industry. I was, blessed with opportunities to do makeup for Pakistani celebrities, including Bushra Ansari and QB, she's a musician. And also in the Bollywood industry, I've done makeovers for, Jasmine Sandler. She's a Bollywood playback singer and a, musician herself. Udit Narayan ji, I got the opportunity to do his makeup, and it was just incredible if I just do and go along with what may be meant for me, may not be meant for me. I like to keep smaller expectations and just wait for it to turn into something big rather than having a big expectation and fall flat on my face. So recently I've got the opportunity to do makeovers for Indian classical dancers across the Houston area for their programs that they're presenting on stage. It may be their graduation day, it may be the guru is performing, things like that. And doing the Indian classical makeup, the makeup form is very exaggerated because the person who's performing the classical dance is actually using the features of their face, their eyebrows, their eyes as part of portraying the character, associated with the play. So as a hijabi, I wear the hijab every day of my life, everywhere I go, whether it's, to check the mail or to the department stores or whatever the case may be. And I always get people coming up to me and they always say, can I ask you a question? Most of the time I already know that it's going to be related to the hijab. Sometimes it's not. So I love those opportunities, and I always encourage the person, yes, please ask me. I would love to answer your questions that you have. And they typically do ask me, what is this and why am I wearing it? And I ask them what their religion is, and it gives me a chance to speak about my religion, promote my religion, and share whatever I can knowledge of what little I do have about my religion with them. And it gives them some sort of answer that they're looking for, and it gives them the satisfaction of knowing versus not knowing. So I've actually been wearing the hijab since the age of 13, and I'm not going to say I was forced into it. I was actually inspired into it. There was a friend of mine in 7th grade who actually practiced wearing it in middle school here in Houston, Texas. And I was so inspired by her, and I started practicing. And then by the 8th grade, I actually took it and started wearing it. And I asked my mother, who at the time was not wearing the hijab, because, coming to the States, she had done away with it to kind of, mingle in better into society. So in the beginning of 8th grade, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, should I wear the hijab on the first day of school or should I go without it? And remember, I've already been practicing for about a good year and I'm going to a new school. So my mom told me, she said, if you're gonna do it on the first day so people accept you with it, instead of doing it later when it'll be more difficult for them to accept you as a different person. When I started wearing the hijab at 13, no one in my immediate family was actually practicing wearing the hijab, but that didn't deter me from wearing the hijab. I did it because my heart told me I had to do it and I wanted to do it. So it was an inner desire of mine to wear it. And then when I wore it, I owned it. I own my hijab every single day. And in any environment, whether it's, you know, as a makeup artist, whether it's as a nurse, whether I'm in non-Islamic events or anything, you know, I'm still proud of it, and I carry it as if I'm proud of it. So everybody knows that the hijab is actually part of me. I know it's part of my identity. I actually do feel incomplete without it. So I'm the mother of 2 teenage daughters, mashallah, you know, by the blessings of God. And one of them practices wearing it and the other one doesn't. And I'm okay with that. And we can all coexist in the same house. So my job as a mother is to educate them, share their religion and its beauty. And I myself am a living example of it. And I hope and I pray that they are inspired by myself, my practices, and then I'm preaching it. I'm not doing it and then telling them to do it. I'm actually doing it. And then I'm, you know, inspiring them to do it as well. Like I tell them every day, I'm like, every day of your life, you've seen me in a hijab. So I, you know, want that to be an inspiration. So in my nursing experience, I've always been blessed with very positive patients who have always accepted me with my hijab. And that is such a true blessing for me. There is a case where I had a patient who I was new with, so I introduced myself, and she point blank just told me that I don't like you because as a Christian, I was raised not to like you. That gave me a reason to still take care of her and still do what I needed to do as a nurse, but still be proud as a Muslim that she allowed me to take care of her regardless of what her beliefs were. And I was able to give her my love and my care, and she was able to accept it regardless of the beliefs that she had. So knowing this patient of mine, a 99-year-old geriatric patient who does not have dementia or anything, so what she says is what it is. And for her to put her finger up at me like that was very difficult. And to get through to her and be able to care for her, and at the end of it, she appreciated it, means so much. That means that anyone who has 2 different views, 2 different beliefs, we should still respect each other and we should still coexist, you know, and we're all human at the end of the day. And regardless of your beliefs, you can still help another human being, and that other human being in the time of need is going to allow you to help them.